Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and we're looking at our next review question that's going to require us to think about our key concepts and vocab and apply them to answer a question about object A and B that we're seeing here in our simulator. The question we're looking to answer is how would you describe the velocity of the objects below after the force is exerted? And when we look at this, we have to identify a few things. Number one, object A has a mass of 0.25 kilograms and B has a mass of 20. So clearly we have different masses. And second, we have to identify that these objects currently have the same amount of force being applied to them. So we have our two objects with their different masses and we have their force being applied. And our job is to decide how do we describe the velocity of the objects below after the force is exerted. So we have our three answers. Let's take a look. Is object A, will it have a greater speed in the same direction as B? Will object B have a greater speed in the same direction as A? Or will they both have the same speed in the same direction? Thinking about what we know about our key concepts, thinking about what we know about the simulator and the diagram here, take a second, decide which one you feel best answer the question, pause the video, and resume it to review it. All right, think we got it? Let's take a look. We have our object A and B. We have our simulation here. We have our two masses and our two forces. When we hit exert force, we can clearly see the differences in speed and direction. And when we look at it and rewind it, we can see those same forces cause object A to have a start velocity of 0 and go to 16 versus object B had a start velocity of 0 and went to 0.20. So one clearly had a faster speed in this direction. One had a slower speed in the same direction. So based on our options here and understanding our key concept, let's take a look. Object A will have the greater speed, yes. And in the same direction as B, it absolutely will. If we apply the same force to two objects, we know that if they have different masses, that the object will, with less mass, will have a greater change in velocity. So the answer that best shows that is the very first one. Object A has the greater speed because it has that lower or has less mass, and that has caused the greater velocity change. So that's our answer. If you have questions, reach out. Otherwise, good luck with the rest.